Hi, my name is Eric Zeng. I'm a PhD student at the University of Washington, and I'm here to present our paper, What Makes a Bad Ad? User Perceptions of Problematic Online Advertising. Online advertising is a ubiquitous part of the modern web, but many internet users dislike seeing ads. Why is that? Well, there are a few well-studied reasons. First, people find ads like pop-ups to be intrusive and annoying. Second, people are uncomfortable with the privacy risks that online ads create. And third, ads can make websites slow and less responsive. But today, I want to talk about what people think about the content of the ads themselves. If you turn off your ad blocker, you may notice that a lot of ads seem problematic in some way. For example, ads that promote potentially unwanted programs, ads for clickbait articles and content farms, and ads that are simply unpleasant to look at. Anecdotal reporting in the media and recent research studies have shown that ads like these are fairly common. These ads exist in a gray area where they aren't clearly harmful, like outright scams, nor are they clearly benign, like most ads for ordinary products. They are allowed to run, but they seem somewhat misleading and detrimental to users' browsing experience. However, we lack a systematic understanding of what kind of ads exist in this space. So in this paper, we ask, what kinds of ads are bad in the eyes of users? And if we want to improve the ad ecosystem, where do we draw the line between acceptable and unacceptable ads? We attempt to answer these questions through an empirical study of users' perceptions of online ads. To that end, we conducted a two-part study. First, we conducted a qualitative survey to elicit the range of possible perceptions that people had towards ads. We asked participants to describe their opinion of 30 different ads and use their responses to create a taxonomy of reasons for liking and disliking ads. Second, we wanted to find out what kinds of ad content were associated with people's reasons for disliking ads. For example, what products are common in ads that people find deceptive? We conducted a large-scale labeling survey where 1,000 participants labeled 500 ads using the taxonomy that we developed. Based on our qualitative survey, we identified 9 distinct reasons why people dislike ads. As you may expect, people often dislike ads that are boring, not relevant to them, or unclear. People also dislike poorly designed and ugly ads that promote products that they don't like, politicized ads, and ads that are offensive, uncomfortable, or distasteful. Lastly, people dislike ads that attempt to mislead them. Many participants dislike the use of clickbait tactics in ads. They also dislike ads that appear untrustworthy, and ads that use a pushy or manipulative tone. Based on this taxonomy, we developed a larger-scale survey where we asked 1,000 people to annotate a dataset of 500 ads. Each ad was annotated by 10 participants, who used one or more of the labels in the taxonomy to describe what they liked or disliked about an ad. The ads were scraped from the top 3,000 sites on the web, excluding social media platforms like Facebook. Based on this user opinion data, we identified 16 distinct groups of ads, and I'll describe the 2 groups that participants appeared to dislike the most. First, participants disliked ads that they suspected of being scams. These included ads for software downloads that looked suspicious, ads for weight loss supplements that made dubious claims, and advertorials for products like insurance and mortgage refinancing. Participants also disliked ads with gross and distasteful content, such as ads for supplements that used distasteful pictures, ads for listicles that used provocative images, and ads for tabloids and celebrity gossip. Our data also shines a light on how prevalent bad ads are across the internet. This graph shows the percentage of ads in our dataset where over 50% of participants use the same label. And we can see that, for example, participants felt that over 20% of ads were clickbait, and that 11% of ads were deceptive. So this suggests that a not insignificant percentage of ads on the web are potentially detrimental to users' experience. So what should be done about bad ads? We suggest a user-centric approach to drawing the line for what makes an ad unacceptable based on our methods and data. So in the short term, we suggest that advertising platforms and regulators take stronger enforcement measures against the types of ads in our data that participants strongly disliked. In the long term, we recommend that advertising platforms incorporate users' voices in the content moderation process, so that policies are better aligned with what users want. We propose that all advertising platforms, and not just a few, be required to implement reporting mechanisms to allow users to report problematic ad content. Thank you all for listening to my talk. If you want to learn more, we've published our dataset at this URL. And a big thanks to my advisors and collaborators on this project, Kohno and Roesner.